Well, folks, it's official. Superman has flown faster than a speeding bullet, straight out of theaters and onto digital platforms in just 35 days. That's right, barely a month after release, and you can already rent it at home for the price of theater popcorn. And James Gunn, he swears it's all part of the plan, see? Because nothing says smash hit quite like yanking your tentpole out of theaters early to prop up your pet project about John Cena in a chrome toilet bowl helmet. Let's roll the intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Critical Nerd, where we slice and dice Hollywood's excuses with the precision of a kryptonite scalpel. If you're new, smash that like button, hit subscribe, share this video, and stick around. We've got plenty of sarcasm, cynicism, and cape flopping to go around. And to my subscribers, a humble thank you. You're keeping this channel alive longer than Superman's theatrical run. And today, we're diving into James Gunn's quote-unquote explanation for why Superman is already bailing on theaters after just 35 days. Spoiler, his excuse involves Peacemaker. Because, of course it does. So here's the deal. Warner Brothers announced that Superman would hit digital on August the 15th. That was yesterday. Just 5 weeks after its theatrical debut. Now, traditionally, movies get a 45 to 90 day theatrical window. You know, time for theaters to make money before the studio cannibalizes them. But WB apparently decided, nah, who needs theaters when we can charge you $20 at home? Theaters? Furious. Fans? Confused. Families who dropped $100 plus on IMAX tickets? Wondering why they didn't just wait 5 weeks. But don't you dare think that this has anything to do with underwhelming box office. Oh no. WB swears this is about giving fans options, which is Hollywood speak for we need your money yesterday. Enter James Gunn into the mix. The patron saint of over-explaining. You know, James has a nasty habit of replying to people on Twitter excessively. So when asked, he said, and I quote, "Well, it's very complicated, but the truth is it is because of Peacemaker. I wanted everyone to see Superman before season 2 drops." So yeah, Superman's early digital release isn't about money. It's homework for a TV show. A TV show that, let's be real, maybe 0.1% of Superman's audience is actually going to watch. It's like saying you had to rush Avengers Endgame to streaming because Ant-Man Quantumania needed a little boost, which is absurd. And here's the kicker. Just weeks ago, Gunn told fans Superman wouldn't hit streaming, not even close to Peacemaker's release. 35 days later, and boom, digital. Either time moves differently in the DCU or James Gunn's talking out both sides of his mouth. So let's talk some numbers here because numbers don't lie. Superman has grossed about $585 to $586 million worldwide. I mean, it's not a flop like Morbius, but nowhere near the billion-dollar juggernaut WB desperately needed. Man of Steel, back in 2013, it did $670 million. 12 years ago. The Batman pulled in $772 million. Marvel's worst Avengers film, $1.4 billion, with a B. So for a movie meant to relaunch the DC brand, this is weak. Now online, fans aren't buying Gunn's excuse either. Roughly 65% of reactions have been negative, calling the move shameful, diabolical, and a clear sign of failure. One fan put it best, why pay $100 for IMAX when it's on my couch in a month? This isn't a strategy. It's a studio pulling the ripcord and cashing out before the goodwill evaporates. So who loses? Who gets screwed by this brilliant strategy? Well, first is the theaters. Already struggling, now forced to compete with people's living rooms, Superman is still playing in theaters while also available digitally. That's like WB saying, thanks for splitting profits with us, exhibitors. Now watch us undercut you. And then next you have the fans. WB just trained audiences that going to theaters is a sucker's bet. Why rush to opening weekend when it'll be on digital in a month? And all this for Peacemaker, which, let's be honest, is niche at best. Even Marvel's top Disney Plus shows only capture about 7% of the theatrical audience. If Loki couldn't close that gap, Peacemaker sure isn't going to do it. Now, naturally, we're going to have some spin. WB, well, they'll spin it with lines like, we're adapting to modern viewing habits, or we want to give the fans more options, or Superman is such a phenomenon, it deserves to be everywhere. Translation? We panicked. The movie underperformed. Quick, grab those $19.99 rentals before people forget it exists. And let's be clear. If Superman, the flagship character of the DCU, can't sustain a 45-day theatrical run, what does that say about the rest of Gunn's slate? I mean, Supergirl? Brave and the Bold? Clayface? Theater owners are already rolling their eyes. So, here we are. Superman, the movie meant to launch the brand new DCU, lasted just 5 weeks in theaters before WB shoved it to digital. Gunn says it's because of Peacemaker. Fans say it's because the box office is soft. The truth? Well, it's probably a mix of both. Because if this really were a billion-dollar smash, WB would guard its theatrical run like the crown jewels. Instead, they cut it loose faster than you can say Peacemaker Season 2. And, oh yeah, if this is what a smash hit looks like, I can't wait to see what a flop is. So what do you guys think? Is Gunn's explanation legit? Or is this just DC doing damage control? I mean, to me, it looks like damage control 101. Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow nerds, and make sure you subscribe for more sarcastic breakdowns of Hollywood's latest clown show. This is The Critical Nerd signing off. See you in the next flop report.